All right, y'all. It's the Nonsense and Deep Thoughts Podcast.
What's going on, man?
What up, my guy? How are you?
I'm doing lovely. It's been another long 2 weeks.
It feels like
last
it's
show.
longer and longer and longer and longer.
It does. How are you liking this? Because I added you first. You're on the other side. Is that awkward?
Yeah, I didn't even notice, man. It doesn't even matter where I fucking go.
My
what
brain,
do I care?
Dude, my brain picks up on the weirdest things. It's awkward to see myself on the opposite side of the screen.
You've been on that side before. You had to have.
No, only when we had someone like Mr. Landau on and shit. You know, Dave was on, and we were moving all back and forth and up and down, left and right. But this kind of makes me think of the married life, man. Like, once you got to be careful. You got to be careful, and you gotta set this early on in the relationship, because whatever side of the bed you pick, when you start living together, you start sleeping in the same bed together. Whatever side you pick, that's your side for life. That's your side of the bed.
So you're saying first time that you guys have like a sleepover, or
no?
When
once
you move in,
when you move in together, when you start living together.
I think it's set the first time y'all stay over together. That's it. That's set.
It fucking
That's
could
set.
be. It
100%.
That could be like a subconscious thing then, right there. If it's set the first time you stay the night. But
have you ever
like just think about it though? Like,
you ever slept with somebody that has a same side preference?
Same side preference.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
Like, I prefer a certain side of the bed. Doesn't matter where I am.
That's how it goes. And that's what I mean when you start living with someone.
But have you ever been with somebody who had the same preference?
Oh, the same as you.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, man. That's different, because when I wasn't living with my wife, I had a smaller bed and I slept in the middle. Like, I didn't have a side of the bed, so I wouldn't really know. You sleep on a side. You don't sleep in the middle, sleeping by yourself. You sleep on one side of the bed or the other.
I end up sprawling, but no, I have a side, and I don't fall asleep unless I'm on that side.
All right. I mean, I get that. I do. But just imagine, okay? I imagine this. I go to bed before my wife one night, and I go and I lay on her side of the bed. First off, I'd have to move the pillows, because she would kill me if I laid on her pillows. This is how fucking weird she is. But if I lay on her side of the bed, then she comes into bed to go to bed, she'd probably kick my ass. She'd probably start smacking me. Get off my side of the fucking bed. Like, it would be so awkward to her. Just like if I walked in, and not that I would be mad at her or smack her or tell her to get the fuck out of my side of the bed. If she came in, or if I came in and she was on my side of the bed, I'd be like, huh. This is strange. And I probably wouldn't be able to fall asleep. It's weird.
Yeah, no, I can't fall asleep unless I'm on a certain side. And it's weird because, like, the dog comes up and jumps up in bed with me, and like, we lay there for a little bit, and he knows when I'm going to sleep, I always go into the same position on the same side of the bed, and he hops off the bed and lays on the floor. Because he's not getting any more attention.
What's up, Cameron?
How you doing, dog, man? Even knows, and it's funny.
Yeah, that's funny, dude. But it's weird. It's just the tiny things my fucking brain picks out, man. Look up at the screen. I just noticed that that's the side I threw myself on, and
I forgot that's how this started.
Yeah. I read a post earlier today that was about neurodivergent brains, and it was similar to this, and it's like, people without neurodivergent brains, they don't understand how you are talking about one topic, and then out of nowhere, it seems to them you come up with another topic. And I thought to myself, is that what I am? Because that's how I work things together. Because it was like, we were at the county fair talking about this. How did you come up with wasps out of nowhere? And the person in the post is like, what do you mean it's out in nowhere? You know, when I was a kid, we came to the county fair and something about this and then it's something about the bees and how wasps are different than bees. And why do bees die if they sting, but wasps don't? Like, it's like this whole chain of events that led to them thinking of this. And honest to God, that's how my brain works too.
Yeah, no, I do too.
It follows just subconsciously in my own mind. It just goes from one point to the next point.
See, you just did it right there.
Did I?
Because I triggered something in you by saying I forgot that's where we started, not because it was off. Like I couldn't follow it, but it was because I forgot. I'm old.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah. So I kind of wanted to start the night with some news of my own that I've been holding in for a very long time, and now I'm allowed to say something. So I want to shout it from the rooftops, and what better place than here on the podcast?
Please don't shout. You hurt my ears earlier.
I know, man. I can be loud. I apologize. However, we're having a baby. We're going to have a baby. The wife is almost 20 weeks, halfway through. Little baby bump is showing. We just went to our halfway appointment the other day. Everything looked beautiful, wonderful. Baby's healthy, growing, which is a huge sigh of relief after our horrible summer last year. So I just wanted to get that off my chest because I've been holding it in for a while, and I'm excited to be able to say it. Yes,
did you not stream last night and say that too?
I did not stream last night. Fridays and Saturdays are a little tough for me. I kind of try to stay away from streaming on Twitch on Fridays and Saturdays because hey, the father is in the chat there. Hey Pops, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, he's gonna be a pappy again. That's pretty awesome. Also, him and my stepmom there got me this awesome flag behind me. You can see this. Beautiful. That was my birthday gift. But yeah, man, super stoked, super excited. I've been wanting to talk about it for a long time, so I'm happy. Everything looks good. So,
and just so everybody in chat doesn't think I'm not excited, I've known for a long time.
A handful of people have known. Happy pappy, hell yeah, that's awesome. But
for some reason I always spelled that
Poppy.
Yeah, I spelled it Poppy. Hi, Poppy. That's how I had it spelled in my head.
You weirdo. You're just a weirdo. But thank you, Cameron. I appreciate it. Everybody else that's here live watching us. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. The Holy Man family grows. Yes, going to have another little holy baby. For those of you listening to the podcast, this just clicked too. If you hear anybody referencing me as Holy or Holy Man, that is the handle I go by over on Twitch with my gaming streaming stuff. I am the Holy Man. Not because I'm super religious or anything, it's a play on my last name. So I thought I was really clever when I came up with it. But that's why people are referring to me as Holy. Our buddy Jared has referenced me as that in the past here. And I laugh about it when I listen to the playbacks. I'm like, nobody understands what that is. But I love it. Speaking of, how you doing, Jared? How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
I'm fantastic, man. Jared's got some good news too, Justin.
I do.
Oh, yeah?
I'll be starting my new job in March as a building inspector.
Nice.
So
Congrats.
that's exciting. Thank you.
That is exciting.
Yep.
Huge weight lifted off your back, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's been nice. So can't wait to start.
Hell yeah, man. So I'm thinking we can start with the stuff that was, the big stage item last week. The Super Bowl. A couple things going on with that. We'll talk about a few things there. We're not going to make a whole
how excited we are that Philadelphia did not win.
Yeah, I mean, no, not happy about that at all. But to be in here's
we did both pick them to win.
We did, and that's why they lost. Sorry,
probably.
We jinxed it.
You could also say that the Giants, they had in there Bradbury.
Yeah.
Bradbury he's only signed for a year, and he's talking about wanting to go back to the Giants. Like, conspiracy theory, he held on purpose.
Ooh, I never even thought of that. So, okay, here's my thing with the Eagles. All right, and my dad asked me this during the game because he is a big Eagles fan. Sorry, I know you've waited a long time to try to get that second Super Bowl. But he asked me, he's like, you're not going to root for the Eagles, for your old man. I'd root for your Giants. I was like, if the Eagles win, I'll be happy for you. I will be happy for some of my good friends who like the Eagles. Awesome. I'm happy for y'all if they win. But I cannot bring myself to root for a Philadelphia sports team. And
Amen.
Part of that reason is how they acted even before the Super Bowl started. Before the game, they had already flipped cars and shit. And win or lose, Philadelphia was going to burn their city down. Win or lose. Yep. It's a game. It is a sport. It is meant to be entertainment. Why are you destroying your own city because you love or hate the results of the game?
It's not even that gets me about them. It's just
that's a
95% of that fan base is just vile. They're terrible human beings.
I don't think
95%.
I don't
maybe
think
90
people from around us. I think it's like the people in Philly, the Philly fans that are in Philly. Like, not so much people around here.
What other fan base helps Santa with fucking snowballs?
Yeah. My dad's in chat.
What did they throw?
He says, I didn't flip any cars, although I considered it. I believe it.
How many TVs do you think Philadelphia sold Monday?
Oh, yes. Big market for that on Monday. Big market for TVs. I guarantee it.
Jesus.
I guarantee it. Okay, so now
let's talk about that play that everybody bitched about, right?
That's
what was your take on it?
All right, so when they show it, you can see the shirt pull. He did not redirect.
On the first move.
On the first move, you could see the shirt being pulled. It didn't look to me like it really affected the movement, but if the referee sees that shirt being pulled out, they're going to throw a flag every single time. Or at least they should based on the rule.
I saw, like, watching it, I saw, like, you could see he had a slowdown. Because he was into that break and quick, and you saw it, and it slowed him down. I don't know if it slowed him down to 6 yards that ball was overthrown.
Okay, no. All right, so here's the other thing, though. A lot of people are saying that was an uncatchable ball, but that only matters on pass interference.
Right.
That doesn't matter on defensive holding.
But you also got to give it to Mahomes. He saw it. That's a timing route. And what Bradbury did is what you try to do every time on that.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Timing. That's what you do. That's how you disrupt that timing.
Well, the same with offensive holding. I mean, how many times every play there is a hold? There has to be, right?
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
When you watch the game, there's a hold on every play. Right. It just matters on getting caught.
Your dad's right. It never comes down to one play.
Yeah, and he's exactly right.
Philadelphia gave up a 20. What was it? A 24-point lead?
What? No, it was 24-14 at half. They weren't up 24-0. It was 24-14
they gave up,
at half.
Yeah, a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter. They were up 10.
They didn't. And not only their defense, their offense didn't do much. They didn't move the ball against the KC defense. What was the rank of the KC? They weren't that good this year.
But they get hot when it matters. They always do.
They made it on offense. I really, honest to God, I thought Philadelphia was going to walk away with this one. Because, Mahomes hobbled going into the half. I'm like, it's done. I told him, I was watching with my dad. I'm like, it's done. It's over. There's no way that Kansas City's going to win this.
Kansas City has a really good offensive line. Like, both of those teams did, but...
How do they have 78 sacks on the year and never got a sniff of an injured Mahomes? I'm hearing a hint of conspiracy theory talk in there. Is that some NFL is rigged? Conspiracy going on?
But man, and back to that play though, you got to give Mahomes credit. He saw it and threw the ball on time to where he should have been. Like it was.
Well, I think that was his first read. I don't think that he saw the hold and threw it because of the hold. I think the hold gets called whether you're throwing in that direction or not.
See, but if you watch right after he threw the ball, he was pointing. He knew there was a hold when he threw the ball before the flag came out. He helped get that call.
Yeah.
But no, I think it was the right call. And then you can get the argument of, well, it shouldn't be called at that point in that game. Listen, if it's a penalty on the first play of the shittiest game of the year, or it's a penalty on the last play of the Super Bowl, doesn't matter.
Well, overall this season, I hear, because I didn't watch a whole hell of a lot of football this year. I didn't really watch much, except for the playoffs. I watched a couple of Giants games, 2 or 3. I was a terrible football fan this year, terrible. But I hear the officiating left a bad taste in everybody's mouth.
Yeah,
I hear that
how
they
many
were
changes
horrible.
do they make every year? Like,
yeah, and that's another thing I was talking about is it seems like they've made adjustments to a lot of these penalties, because even listening to the commentators, the way they're describing what should be called and what shouldn't be called, I was like, I didn't think that's how it was as long as I can remember.
right.
Weird, man. But
Well, there's gonna be more changes coming too.
Are there? What are they doing now?
Philadelphia's not gonna be able to run their little tush push.
No
Their quarterback
QB
sneak.
sneaks?
No, the way they run it.
Not being able to push the quarterback from the back?
They run it completely different than anybody else, and there's going to be rule changes to stop it.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know the difference.
It just you have to watch it. They run a fucked up quarterback sneak.
The way that they go down, the offensive lineman.
Yeah,
go
you're
to the
not
knees.
going to be there. I don't know why that rule ever
They're
came
taking
back.
the push sneak away.
Yeah, the tush pushes, which is what the Eagles run. That's what I've seen it called and what I've read. The tush push.
The tush push. Gotta love
So
it.
then, rule changes. What do you think of baseball's rule changes for this year?
Oh, I thought we were gonna. Okay, I didn't
No.
see the rule changes for this year. Are they doing the no more shift, right?
No more shift.
Yeah, I don't.
But that only
I don't like
specifies that only specifies infield. You're gonna see teams move their left fielder to be a
Deep.
fifth infielder.
Yeah, a deep.
Yeah, a deep
infielder
second baseman.
or shortstop.
You're gonna have the shortstop pushed over, the second baseman pushed up or pushed towards first, and the left fielder's gonna play like a short field.
I don't like that because baseball is a strategic game just as much as any other game, man.
Right.
And if you're a professional hitter, you've said the same thing. And I fully agree that if you're a professional hitter, if you get paid to hit the ball and you can only pull it, like you can't hold back and hit it the other way, you can't bunt down the line and reach safely on a shift, that's on you.
And
that's on you.
It's on the league itself for making a push for only wanting people who are power hitters. Right? You can have power to opposite field, but a prototypical power hitter is a pull hitter.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Like they emphasize power coming out of the strike, and it's tough because power is a awesome thing, but not everybody up and down the lineup needs to have fucking power.
Yeah, I mean, we also don't mention the fact that hitting a baseball is probably the hardest thing to do in professional sports, hitting off of a professional pitcher. So you can't always go with a pitch like you're hitting in batting practice, but you go with the pitch. So there's an inside pitch, you pull it. There's an outside pitch, you hit it opposite field. You can adjust in the box. You can adjust forward, backward, in, out. Get to where you need to be. And as a professional hitter, those are things you need to be working on, man. If you're getting paid the big bucks to hit the ball, Hit the ball where they aren't.
Hit
Hit it where
hit
they
the
ain't.
bar
Right?
where they ain't. Yep.
Hit it where they ain't.
Like
So
I'm
take away the shift,
I'm
I think,
100% with you
is
there.
shitty. I think it's shitty.
Yeah, the shift was put in because like managers are realizing nobody can hit the fucking ball anymore.
Mhm.
Like you need more Ichiros in the league that can just hit the ball all over the fucking field. Because that's what you need to do. That's the game, not hitting the ball over the fucking fence.
Yeah.
The game is hit it where they ain't. That's what it is.
Oh, so the pitch
The
clock
pitch
didn't
timer's
start
coming in.
this
Yep.
year. That was just the minor leagues then, the pitch clock.
Yeah.
Tony
No,
Gwynn, yes.
it's
That's a name I haven't heard in a while. My dad said Tony Gwynn,
yep.
one of the best hitters of all time, man. He's got like the fewest strikeouts for one of the best hitters.
So
too.
now the pitch timer it goes until they start their motion. When
Yeah,
they start their
not on
motion, that's considered. They don't have to throw the ball in 20 seconds. They have to start their motion.
Yeah. Yeah,
there's-
the interesting thing about Ichiro, Aaron, that one statistic where his 10th at bat put him at 300 and he never dropped below it. Is that a true statement? Is that a true fact that I read?
I would 100% believe it.
Yeah, Tony Gwynn was incredible. But okay, so the pitch clock, they are trying to speed up the game because they think that it's boring. But
Right,
a
yet they
football
don't
game
push
is
the
3 to
game
4 hours.
nationally. But people say baseball's a boring sport to watch.
It's not for intelligent people who know what's going on. Plus,
But it's not even
it's
not
more
even a
relaxed.
slow-paced game. There's more active movement from players in baseball than there is in football.
Exactly. If you know the game, you can see everything that's happening.
I had seen like the comparisons of sports, and football is one of the most inactive sports there is. Like as far as
Time-wise.
yes.
Time-wise, yes.
Not physicality-wise, but time-wise.
Absolutely. It's a couple seconds each play, and then how long in between each play.
Yep.
But
baseball's like chess. It's
Yeah.
the ultimate game of strategy. Like
yeah, you gotta know your opponents.
right.
Basically. But I don't know. Yeah, they're trying to speed it up. They're trying to make the younger generation more into it. I don't really know what you're gonna get about this.
You're not
with
going to
this
get more
changed
people
time
into it
clock.
unless you start pushing the game nationally. Stop keeping it a regionalized sport. You got to push your big players. Mike Trout's been out in LA for what? 10, 12 years now?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't get national push, and he was the face of baseball, the best player in baseball for years. And there's no push for
I'd
it.
almost argue that he's still up there.
Oh, he is. He is.
And-
if he can stay healthy, he's probably still the best.
Yeah. So, what other changes did you want to look at?
Bigger bases,
Bigger bases. What are they trying to accomplish with this?
player safety.
Yeah.
They're 18-inch
Guess I can see
bases,
that.
which also shortens the base path by 4.5 inches
So, okay,
between each base.
I'll say this as far as bases and safety are concerned. You know who gets it right is softball with first base. Because I think
Yeah.
the first base collisions are where a lot of the concern is. They have a second base right next to first base on the foul side, right? For the runner.
Yeah,
So the fielder gets the one base, the runner gets the other. You have extra space so that you don't run into each other, you don't collide. You got all the room you need.
that is the right way to do it.
I don't think you need extra bases at or wider bases at second or third. I think first base having that extra space there is what they need. And I think softball did it right.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I like that.
You see a lot of little leagues do that now too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that one. Anything
And
else
then
that's
they're gonna
big and gonna
they're
affect
gonna
shit?
be cracking down on illegal pitches and balks this year.
Illegal
That's
pitches
a big focus.
and
Like
balks.
illegal motions and shit. So you're gonna see like
people that are like towing the line.
Like, who was your closer a couple years ago? Kimbrel. He's not going to be able to do that whole shit. Like,
That's
his whole route.
when he's in the stretch.
Yeah,
and
but
coming up?
the way he pitches. His whole routine, there's a balk in there.
How we doing tonight, Derek? Thank you for hopping on in, man. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, there's going to be more stolen bases this year. 4.5 inches different. How close are most of those plays?
Yeah. Rapid Dave, welcome on in.
I didn't even
Guys,
think
we got
of
a
that.
couple
That's
of
be wild.
celebrities in chat tonight. Make sure you check out Derek Osaresis, a.k.a. Kid Picked Last over on YouTube. Dude's got some fantastic work, some music, starting a podcast, some VODs, all kinds of shit going on with Derek. Rapid Dave is one of the hosts of Strikeout Beer Podcast. Check them out. Over on YouTube, over on the Twitch side of things, the purple side. He's good people. He also streams on Twitch himself there as Rapid Dave. Good people to watch, definitely. As always, Rapid Dave. Always shout out the good people here. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you for stopping in. All right, so anything else, or do we want to go back to the important
I
part?
think that's it on the rule changes, I believe.
Okay, good. So we want to head back to the important part of the Super Bowl, right?
The commercials, which I have not seen any of.
See,
because I didn't get to
how
watch
many
the
other
game.
people think that most of these commercials are garbage?
The one I have pulled up, ready to go. I've yet to watch it, and it's probably not. It will not have the same effect because not in the middle of watching the game. But that Tubi commercial that everybody freaked out about.
If my dad's still in the chat, he'll remember this one because we both looked at each other. He looked at his remote. We were like, "What the fuck?"
So like I said, I've yet to watch it. I've yet to watch any of. I haven't seen any of them. But yeah, let's bring this up.
Welcome back to Super Bowl 57 so far, Greg. The game going like you expected?
Yeah, and so far, these teams, they've really...
They're dicks. Oh, they're fucking dicks.
What the hell, man?
Welcome you to...
What the hell?
I'm sure we don't want to watch that shit.
Yeah, thought we were switched off. I looked over at him. I'm like, what just happened? Who did this? But what were you saying about it ruined some relationships, Justin? Is this what you heard?
I don't know how real it was, but a lot of shit like I was reading through Twitter and shit, like off of people's Twitter feeds, like it ruined relationships. People have to apologize to mother-in-laws for freaking out because they thought they turned off the fucking game.
Oh my god. Yeah, so I think they tried.
Great.
Like Aaron said in chat, I think they tried way too hard at some of these Super Bowl commercials. Did you see? Okay,
I
John
didn't
Travolta.
see any of them.
There was a John Travolta commercial where he sang a song from Grease. Like they took a lot of older actors and referenced older shows and movies and stuff. They're trying to like play to the older audience. The John Travolta one, he's dancing and singing. Then you had Will Ferrell in some kind of electric vehicle talking about these should be in more movies. We should have more electric vehicles in all these movies. I can't tell you the amount of ads that they had for electric vehicles.
That's the push.
Like so many commercials like that.
And it's not going to go there. Not going there.
Jared, if you find any of these Super Bowl commercials on YouTube, feel free to bring some of them up. Charlie in chat says running out of ideas and trying not to offend. Yeah, that's a big part of it.
Yeah,
it really
I'm
is.
almost glad because I've heard nothing but not good things about the commercials.
I was talking to my dad. I'm like, what? I miss the old commercials from the Super Bowl, like the
they
good
were fucking funny.
I miss the Budweiser frogs. I miss the Clydesdale horses. I miss all that kind of shit.
I think I got them all pulled up.
Oh, dope. Perfect. I love it.
So depending on which one you want.
You can play whatever. We'll react to all
I
of them.
haven't seen any of them,
time.
so...
Yeah, Justin missed them.
Let's see.
He was working.
This one I saw. This one's good. Let's see.
There was one that was for a dog food company or something that I actually enjoyed, and it was like one commercial. Charlie says I hated.
How could you hate the frogs?
Budweiser.
How do you hate the frogs? Oh, we have no audio.
These are the bombs.
They're air popped, not
A
fried.
little bit of lag here.
You're an artist.
Actually, Jesse, it's just basic ingredients.
Oh no!
We don't
See,
need
this
our
one I
own
like.
supply.
Mr. White.
Jesse,
Everyone's gonna want to taste one of these. We call them popcorners. Type! We've got 6 signature flavors, John. 7! You make 7!
That one I
was okay.
like. That one I like. That was a good show. So
I think a bunch of them were just a little too woke for me, though.
that's yeah.
The EV ones killed me, though. Like, they pushed the EV so hard. And electric trucks. That's
Yeah,
the one that killed me. Electric
How bad
trucks.
that is for the
When-
fucking environment.
California can't even handle the overload of all these electric fucking vehicles right now.
Yep.
But anyway, that's beside the point. That's another discussion. It's the commercials.
But no, that commercial I liked.
If you could get the Will Ferrell one, bring the Will Ferrell one up, where he's in the electric vehicle. I think he might be in one of the truck ads.
Came out.
Like, he's cruising along and he's talking about putting the electric vehicles into the shows, in the movies and shit. We should have more of these in there. Ridiculous.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't seen not a one of them. Just like, I'm glad I apparently missed not a very good halftime show.
Well, yeah, we'll get there too. We're
Like,
not
the
going
next
to
day I had put the game on, right? But I didn't really watch it. It was like the replay, and I heard the halftime show, and I was like, wow, I forgot she sang that. That's not a bad song.
Yeah.
Like, the songs weren't bad, but I heard the performance was terrible.
Mm.
And my mom loves halftime shows.
Netflix is joining in by including more EVs in their movies and shows. Least they can do.
So if you're going to get swarmed by an army of the dead, why not get swarmed in an EV? No! I said no biting. Or if you're being voluntarily kidnapped, why not be kidnapped in an EV? What's that scent? Is it pine? Now, should they add EVs everywhere? They shalln't. They shan't. Is it shallant or shan't?
It's neither.
What about here, Erica?
You're ruining the show, you idiot.
What do you mean? It's me, Dusty.
You're not.
Yeah, you're right. This is ridiculous.
Tammy, wait!
Later, loser.
But anywhere else it makes sense.
There goes another runner.
Brad was so much better for you. You should have gone with Brad.
Yeah, Brad.
Are you serious?
Why not make more of those cars electric?
It's the least they can do. Gordon, you kill me. I mean, you literally did kill me. You know what? I'm glad you bit me too.
What's with the reference to all the
All the what?
shows? Like, what?
They just want to get as many names and faces that you recognize as they can into the commercial. That's what they're trying to do.
That
But
commercial was confusing as fuck.
Side note, with electric vehicles, why do they all have that weird, futuristic, awkward look to the front of them? Why do they all look the same? All EVs, all of them. Still look ridiculous.
Make them look like a normal fucking truck, and
Yeah, why
maybe
can't
somebody
they?
will buy them.
Oh, I don't know.
But that was a confusing commercial.
It's
That-
sad.
That
It's-
was confusing.
It's a little sad to me because I like Will Ferrell. I like his movies. I just thought that commercial was a little odd.
Yeah, that's a good
That
one.
was a
It
little
was confusing.
Yeah. And like I said, we are going to get to the halftime show, and more important than just the show is I want to talk about the reaction on social media to the show.
I didn't. pay
That to
attention
me is
to
the
it,
part
really.
that was interesting.
Yeah, I know. I saw your post earlier this week.
It was fucking weird, man. It was just weird. What other good ones do we have on there? Because I know there were one or two other good ones. Like really, there's some really dumb ones. I can't tell you how many times my dad and I looked over at each other and we're like, "What the fuck?" Oh wait, that top or that one right there with the bald guy, Mr. Peanut. This one, this one was just so dumb.
I'll make this quick, Mr. Peanut. I know you got some brownies to ruin.
Mr. Peanut, why are you dressed like it's 5 recessions ago?
Mr. Peanut, Mr. Peanut.
Mr. Peanut, what do you eat at parties? People?
I'm a big fan. I love your work in Thai food.
We can all agree there's rich, and then there's haven't worn pants in 100 years rich.
Wow, that was brutal. Wish planners had just killed me off again.
See, that's kind of funny.
I wish
that's kind of funny.
Killed them off too. You found that one funny. Are there any commercials that anybody that are watching live enjoyed?
You didn't find that funny?
No, I thought it was bland.
Okay.
They could have used Dave Landau for a nice commercial or two, you know?
Right.
Get that man in there.
I can't think of the word for it, but
by the way, people, Dave Landau has a new special out that you can find called A Prison 10, and you can download it for just $10 at aprison10.com. Go there now.
Wow.
Free plug.
Free ad. Free ad.
Hey, man. If he wants to come back on with us, he's more than welcome to.
I felt that Mr. Peanut one was clever.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know. All
the celebrities on it, whatever. Like the roast thing, he's a peanut, haha. And then at the end, to have him go up and go, I wish they just killed me off again. That's clever.
Okay. I'm glad someone thinks so. But, all right. If we have one more, we can watch one more and see what people think of it. If not, we can move on to the halftime show. We're actually talking a lot more about this shit than I expected to. So let's keep rolling.
Okay.
I'm down with it.
Home internet.
There it is.
Hey, neighbor.
Oh yeah, the guys from Scrubs are on it.
Fast. It's like Wi-Fi that runs on 5G. Home internet from T-Mobile. Wait till you see. Tell me more, tell me more. One cord's all that you need. Tell me more, tell me more. Don't you worry about speed. I can't believe it. It's just $50. Why pay more? Paying more sucks. T-Mobile home internet seems too good to be true. But that's what T-Mobile can do. Tell me more.
That's cringy.
And at first, when I saw that commercial, it took me a minute to figure out that was actually John Travolta.
Yeah. When did he go bald?
Well, he takes it off, apparently. He does it himself. And I like Scrubs. Scrubs was a great show, and I like those guys. I think they're funny. I just thought it was a weird commercial.
It was cringy. Cringy.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because, my whole life, Super Bowl commercials have always been hyped up. That's like the big part of the Super Bowl for people who don't like football. That's how men who have wives who hate the sport get their wives.
Talk them into going to the Super Bowl party.
Yeah. They're like, oh, but there'll be commercials. All the funny commercials. You're going to love it. You got to come along, man. Let's go. Let's go, babe. You're going to love
it. Halftime show. Those are the two sellers on it.
That's on to the halftime show. Let's go.
Perfect segue. Look at that. That's how you get them. It's the commercials and the halftime show. And from what I understand, both were pretty disappointing this year.
Yes. I thought so. Okay, so first off, I'm going to preface this by saying I feel no way about Rihanna. Her music, anyway. I don't particularly like it, but I also don't particularly hate it. I could care less about it.
Right.
I'm not going to be like, oh, I got to go listen to Rihanna.
Yeah, no, but it takes me back to like mid-20s going out to the bar. Like she always had there was always a couple songs played and you're bouncing to them, dancing, whatever. Like that's what I think of. Like, right, she had some good songs. Like I'm not going to go out of my way to listen to them, but if they come on, I know them, I like them, I enjoy them. Like I said, it was on in the background as I was probably playing a video game, and like I heard it, and I was like, "Damn!" My head started bouncing. I was like, "I remember this one. Damn, it's been a long time since I've heard that." So that part of it, okay, but like I said, I didn't watch it, so I don't. Let me hear about that.
Did you see any clips from it at all?
I know they raised her up.
Okay.
I know she was pregnant, which is whatever. That doesn't mean she shouldn't have done it. And just by reading posts of one of our friends saying that she should fire her stylist.
Okay. So let's start from the beginning. She's raised up on a platform held up by 4 cables that crisscross. All right, so the corners are crisscrossing, held up. Really, I thought it was pretty fucking high. I thought she was up pretty high. And
so did she do the whole show like suspended like that?
No. Just like the first song, and then they brought it down. First song or 2, whatever the fuck the thing was. Anyway, she's up there, and there's no side. It's a flat platform, glass platform, right? No sides. She's not wearing a harness of any sort. And she's up there like tiptoeing gingerly, not really leaving the center while she's singing. I'm like, that's kind of weird. Like, she doesn't even look into it. Like, she doesn't look like she's enjoying this. Okay. Second, all of her dancers, people have their own theories about what they look like or how they dress them or what they're supposed to symbolize. I just thought they looked like a bunch of sperm. And I
did see that they were all dressed in white. I saw that.
I read another comment that was like, oh, it's like they're the sperm that's chasing the egg. So okay. She didn't want to pull an Owen Hart, Chuckles says.
Jesus Christ.
So she's up there. And I thought it was weird. And then when I found out I didn't find out until after the halftime show, because I didn't watch that closely where people started doing the thing where they pointed, like the Leonardo DiCaprio gif where he's like, ooh, 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 and he starts pointing. Like, I didn't point at the screen and be like, oh my God, look, she's pregnant. No, I found out after the fact that she's pregnant. And when I found that out, I'm like, holy shit. I can't believe they raised a woman who's 5 months pregnant up on this platform without a harness of any sort or kind of edge that would keep her from falling off. What is wrong with people?
So I paused it at the right time. You could see, actually, right here.
She is clipped. She's strapped down.
So they are strapped.
Because I didn't see her strapped. So that's good. So at least she was strapped.
So apparently, so can we bring that back up? That's what she wore. Okay.
Yes. And even there, you can see she's showing it off.
She's showing, yeah.
Congratulations on being pregnant, Rihanna. Like I said, I'm not a big fan, and I thought that it was underwhelming. Yes, you can't do much. I can't even say that because a lot of women, like my wife, through her first pregnancy, worked all the way up until like the week of her giving birth. Worked in a restaurant, a high-paced job, fast-paced job.
There's somebody we know who's pregnant who actively works out and posts it every day. And I think she's a little further along than Alex.
I don't know who that one is. But anyway.
Kelly.
But yeah, like I don't understand. Like, anyway, I thought that she was meh. Lackluster. She wasn't that into it. I just didn't think it was that great, or like it didn't grab me. Like she grabbed herself, which is another thing about it. Oh, you didn't see that part either. So I looked over at my dad. I'm like, yo, did you see that? She grabs her crotch at the one part and then immediately pulls it up to her mouth. And I was like, what?
For why?
I was like, whoa, did I just see what I think I saw? And you go to Twitter and everyone was talking about it. So I'm like, okay, I'm not the only one that saw that. Like, it's the super, okay, they raised a fuss about an accidental boob slip, which I don't think was really accidental, but it's the halftime show for the Super Bowl which is a family-friendly event, and you got a woman up there grabbing herself and sniffing it or licking it or whatever the fuck she did. Now, I don't care as an adult what you do, you know, but if you got, you got kids watching, you should probably watch what you're fucking doing.
Yeah.
I think it's
I
something
didn't
that
even
kids
hear
shouldn't
that.
be exposed to. The kids turn to their parents and be like, "What the? What? That's gross. What is she doing?" I'm making sure she doesn't smell awful or something. I don't know.
So now, what's your issue with the reactions on social media?
So here's my issue with that shit. People who didn't like it, they were getting torn down, torn apart, because people are saying she's pregnant. How dare you? She's pregnant and out there singing and she's trying her best. And I can't believe you would say anything negative about her. Fuck you. She's a queen. She's beautiful. She's the image of power. And they're like, yo, I didn't think it was that good. Like, calm down. It wasn't good.
Can I interject here?
Okay.
The people that were saying that are the same people that were bitching about the national anthem and the performance of that. It was a political fucking thing.
And to me,
most of the people who didn't like it, whether we like it or not, lean one way. And the people who have a fucking problem with it go far left. Like, that's exactly what it was.
So, and I don't know if I would go, I mean, maybe.
The majority of the people who didn't like it, you know, weren't liberal.
Here's my take on it. I think that the people who didn't like the national anthem don't like country music. And I think the people that didn't like the halftime show just didn't like that style of music.
Right, which is the actual fact, but the way it's perceived, but the way it was split was exactly it was a political split.
It's awkward that everything is coming down to that nowadays, isn't it? Where you can pretty much separate everything on a political level.
They can't disagree just because of differences. Like there's no well, yeah, you're right, it sucked, but you know what? Fuck you, because I can't think the same as you.
Yeah.
But the national anthem was the one part of the Super Bowl I did get to watch before I left, and I thought it was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. I liked it.
I think he nailed it.
You know, the one thing that I dislike is when a singer takes on the national anthem and they try to change it up to make it their own. Never a fan of that. It's our national anthem. It's supposed to be a unifying song. It's one way. Why not just sing it the right way? He did great. He did a great job with it. But I'm just saying, in general, there are people in the past who just absolutely massacre it, and it makes me so sad. The same with America the Beautiful.
3 favorite national anthems. I don't think anybody will ever top Jimi Hendrix. That version that he played at Woodstock is my favorite. Then there's Chris Stapleton's, and then Whitney Houston's. But that's probably because that's the first Super Bowl I ever remember watching, and she sang it. And going back and watching it was pretty good.
Yeah. Chuckles says, I'm pretty sure Beyonce did a halftime show preggers. I wouldn't remember.
She did. And hers wasn't bad. Like, the entertainment value was there on top of whatever song she sang.
I've never seen those photos. This is my lovely pregnant wife, who I'm pretty sure could sing just as well as Rihanna and move just like she did, you know, being pregnant and all. I'm sure she's just fine. But no, I never saw that. But here's the other thing about the reaction to the halftime show. Like, people were getting super defensive of Rihanna. And I saw one post from a mutual friend, Justin. I'm wondering if you saw the same one, where she was deleted and blocked because she didn't like the show. She didn't like the halftime show, and this other person commented on her post, and she's like, well, hey, don't just come onto my posts if you disagree with me. That's kind of childish. And then the person blocked her for her opinion.
Because I'm not going there today.
It just doesn't
not
make
happening.
How do you get so worked up about something that's just opinion based? Not everyone likes the same.
How
shit.
long have we been asking that
Beautiful
fucking
thing,
question?
God, man, it's just so awkward to me that people get so fired up about the dumbest shit and want to end friendships over stupid things, man. It grinds my gears.
Because there's one way to think, and if you don't think this way, then you're wrong.
Bam. Yes, and it's always that side that does it. Am I right?
It's their way of thinking or nothing.
She said, okay, so my lovely wife, Alex, she said she was on a talk show, and when she moved it flattened, she will find it later. I don't know if you're searching for it or not, Jared, but if you happen to come across that, that's intriguing to me. People need to stop. That's my biggest thing right there. That's what I don't understand about this whole halftime show and the whole shit that went on with it. People need to stop worshiping celebrities. They put these people on a pedestal, and they think their shit don't stink. And the way they treat them is
like royalty.
To me. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like, just what? Okay, so watching the camera panned all these celebrities during the Super Bowl made me kind of want to throw up in my mouth a little bit, because they literally act like royalty. The way they walk, the way they act, they look like they think they're above people, and I can't stand that. The whole Jay-Z and Beyonce thing, to me, I hate it. I fucking hate it. I can't stand either one of them. I just can't. People act like there's some kind of king and queen. For what, man? For what? We all end up 6 feet deep, man.
Yep.
You sing? You rap? Okay. We all have jobs. We probably give more to this world than someone who sings.
100%.
What makes you fucking better? We make the world... Everyone has a job to do. We all make this world go round. Celebrities being put up on a pedestal like that fucking kills me. Oh, here we go. TMZ. Is this it? Let me see. Let me maximize this, see if I can read it. With rumors that Beyonce is not really pregnant and she's wearing a fake stomach in an elaborate cover-up. So I think she's talked to me about this before. Like, she tried to fake being pregnant, and they actually like adopted or had a surrogacy or some shit like that, right? I think that's the discussion.
No idea. That is the first I've heard of it and seen it.
Chuckle says they're there to entertain, nothing else. They need to stop spreading their ideology. Yeah. It's like the Colosseum. I don't know how many times I've seen that kind of reference to the Colosseum. You know, you keep the masses entertained. The world leaders, the ones that are really in power, they keep the masses entertained, and then they could do whatever the fuck they want behind the scenes without us, you know, being any the wiser. And with that being said,
sheesh.
Do you want to get to some of the crazy shit we were discussing about maybe talking about tonight, which I thought would have probably been more of the episode?
Do we want to get into that now?
We could.
That could be a long ass fucking episode.
We could, or we could do a recording on it at some point. I don't know. Beyonce thing. Yeah, the Beyonce thing is really old. It was a while ago.
I don't see. I've never heard
it.
Their
kids are grown now. No, it's just something that Alex had stuck in her head. All this shit reminded her of it. But it is what it is. So, yeah. So a couple of trains derailed. There's some chemicals leaking in Ohio.
We're right on the border of where that could affect, from what I saw.
You know, Chinese spy balloons are floating around the U.S. You know, UFOs
shooting shit down. We don't know what it is.
Russian warplanes coming over our country.
Close, not over. They stayed in international airspace. All I know.
Do we want to talk about that shit, or do we want to?
No, we're not getting into that tonight. Nope, not doing it tonight. All I'm gonna say is I messaged it to you the other day. I don't know what the fuck they are, but it's not good.
Yeah. Do you
the
think
outcome
the
is not going to be good either way.
We won't get too much into it, but
because then there was that article you sent me earlier, or article or the post that we've cut like communications with.
Oh, with China, yeah.
Fucking China. So it's not good. Real soon, it's going to be real not good.
Do you think there's a possibility that these actually are UFOs? Some of the ones that weren't balloons, like, because wasn't there one that was described as cylindrical in shape?
Because why? If not if, but I mean, there is something else out there. Like,
100%. We've talked about this before. We can get into UFO conspiracy theories now.
You see this fucking planet that you've been watching, and you're starting to see disintegration everywhere and turmoil, and you know shit is about to hit the fan. You're either A, here for the entertainment and you're trying to get a closer seat, or B, you're here to try to stop it, fix it, or fuck it up.
Man, I personally think we're just one big experiment. That's how I explain the pyramids. That's how I explain the hieroglyphs, the drawings of their gods.
How why is gold so valuable? We were put here to mine gold for. That's one of the theories I've heard. We were put here to mine gold for fucking aliens because they use it as a fuel source.
As a fuel source? That's a new one.
Or,
God, we're gonna have some good conspiracy theory episodes. I can't fucking wait, man. This is so exciting. I hope you guys are excited for conspiracy theories. Raise your hand if you like conspiracy theories, because we're gonna get into that shit sometime soon too. We're like the Truman Show.
Raise your hand. How are you gonna see their hands raised?
In chat, homie. Get those emojis going. Get those emojis going if you want to see some conspiracy theories, baby.
We need to end this before it goes fucking wild.
Oh man, but we could have so much fun.
And this could be a 5-hour fucking episode.
It could. Now we do have a few people that reached out to us and want to be on the show. I asked you about one. I figured
yes, we're gonna do that. We're gonna
that one. All right, because you never answered me about that one. I have another one who wants to talk to us about AI. I don't know if that one will be a live episode. He mentioned maybe doing a recording. He asked if we have that capability, if we ever do it. I said, absolutely, we can.
You're gonna have to message me who that is.
A mutual friend who's very smart and used to work on jet engines.
Okay, that doesn't help me.
Oh, come on. Super brainiac, tall, skinny. I don't know him.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, right. So we've got some good stuff coming up. I've got a Canadian friend that's another podcaster that I kind of want to get an ear from over the border.
Did you see that?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Hammer Shark, hello. How are you? Thank you for popping into chat. You boys see Ancient Apocalypse. I will come talk all day. I started
100%
a couple episodes in. I do have to finish it. This guy, though, wrong side now. This guy, though, he did watch it. He did watch it.
I got to watch it again.
How many friends like that do you have, Justin? Yeah, that have worked on jet engines before. Absolutely, right? But yes, Ancient Apocalypse.
I have family that's worked on them. I don't fucking know. And you know people, not...
We're definitely going to get more into that someday as soon as I finish the series. Man, we might have to start going on weekly again, because this whole 2 weeks thing is killing me. Even if
we're going to have to find a day.
Fuck, man. It's just hard to promote because of your schedule. We can't do every Saturday. It would have to be alternating Saturdays and Thursdays again. Is that hard for everyone to follow that's here hanging out in chat?
Unless we record. You can put it out every Saturday.
Saturday. Thursday. Yeah, we could do a Saturday episode and record one Sunday. Golly, man, there's so much shit we could talk about now. And I just now I want to. Now I just want to drink and talk conspiracies, man.
I don't have the booze or...
But guys, don't be afraid to reach out to us if you have a topic that you are really passionate about and want to discuss with us live or recorded. Doesn't matter to us either way. The more the merrier. We'd love to work with some other podcasts, 110%, do some collabs, have us on your show. You guys come on our show. Doesn't matter which way we do it. But we just want to make more friends, man. We want to promote. We want to get out there. We want to promote your shows too. Do not forget, guys, if you are listening to this on the audio version, we are live on YouTube and on Facebook at Nonsense and Deep Thoughts Podcast. And we are also live over on Twitch, the purple side at NDT Podcast. Please make sure you go follow us on those sites and follow us on socials as well. You can follow us on TikTok. You can follow us on Instagram. Please, please, please follow us on Facebook and YouTube. That would mean the world to us. Thank you guys so much. Oh, yeah, I know who that is. Absolutely. What's up, Joe? There's endless content. Yes. Man, I didn't realize what your name was over there. Hell yeah.
My ears today are going to be hurting.
What's that?
You just yelled again. Oh,
I'm just loud, man. That's just how I am. I'm sorry. You got to get used to it. You're loud too. So we're loud with each other. But guys, if you want to help.
Whoa!
Woo. Hey, guys, if you want to support the show, check out that little ticker down at the bottom of your screen there. You can grab some merch. All we got is the simple design right here, the NDT Podcast logo. We got on a couple different things we're going to work on there. We're going to get some cool shit for you guys. But you can visit the store at streamlabs.com/NDT Podcast /merch. Get some shit today. It helps us provide better content for you, helps get us some better gear. We're working on getting a better microphone for our boy Justin here. Yeah, thanks for the support. We appreciate everybody. Yeah, I creep on
we
you
do
boys.
that. We do that. We do,
man. Justin yelled in the beginning, pot calling the kettle black.
Did I?
Yep.
What did I yell? I don't know. I don't. Again, old. Don't remember, bro. I hit 37. Fucking brain's gone. Yeah. Everything fucking hurts.
I feel that, man. I feel that.
Like so, from Wednesday on, I'm just like.
So if y'all get on Facebook, you can reach out to us there through Messenger. You could email us. Justin, you want to give him our email?
Bro, I don't even remember that long ass fucking thing.
Nonsense Deep Thoughts Podcast at gmail.com. If you want to reach out to us, send us a message, hook up with us.
Forgot we fucking had one.
Let's go. Yeah. You always used to make fun of it, so I gotta throw it out there every once in a while.
So fucking long. Jesus.
It is. But it's perfect. Because you can't fucking forget it.
No, that's not true.
Guys, we are the best named podcast out there. We're going to try to do it justice in the future here. Try to give you some great content. So thank you, everybody for being here for us, supporting us, and making our days a little bit brighter. I appreciate y'all.
This is so much fun.
Hey, that's actually it for the show tonight, Joe. We've been here for about an hour or so. We had some talks about, the Super Bowl ads, shit like that, the halftime show, covering some pop. That's what I want to get to eventually here too, Justin. I want to talk Hollywood. Clearly we're not going to tonight because that's a wrap. But I want to talk Hollywood, man. I feel like Hollywood's dead. And we can talk about why.
There's a reason for that. It's owned by not us.
Go woke, get broke. First off. Second off.
That, and it's owned by China.
Second off, I'm just going to say remakes galore because there's no originality. We'll leave it at that. We'll talk about that next time, I think.
And it's owned by China.
Yeah, that too.
So, anyway.
Yeah, that'll do it for tonight. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. I appreciate every single motherfucker one of you. Please keep tuning in. Follow us on all our socials. I would really like to see y'all grab a Twitch account. Follow us over there. Let's grow that channel. That I would love to migrate to Twitch. Do Twitch and YouTube exclusively. Twitch is a free site. You just got to create an account, drop a follow. And for those of you that don't know, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can link that with your Twitch account and you get to subscribe to a channel for free. That's where we earn a little bucks to help the show. So I'd like to get there someday. We'll see what happens, but thank you all so much for your love and support. We appreciate you guys, and we will see you next time with the conspiracies.
Later.
All right, y'all. It's the Nonsense and Deep Thoughts Podcast.